All right, so I'm going to give you a quick tour of my room. This is an inside cabin. And so I'm kind of show you here when you enter, you have 3 closets or space for your clothing. Normally you can put your suitcase under the bed, but not here. So here I have clothes. You see there, I haven't really worn a lot of that stuff. So it's like overpacking, but you never know. So this is where you have your life jacket, you have your safe, and you have some shelves here. So this room doesn't have a lot of shelving space. A couple of drawers you can put your clothes in. This is your mirror, your phone, a couple of places where I have stuff that I'm using. Of course, gotta have my drink in my room. Here's a small little TV. And there's the bed. So every time I come back, there is a towel animal, thanks to my steward. And so again, as you heard before, I mentioned this was an inside cabin. Of course, you can see a window. The difference between this room and an ocean view room is this is an inside cabin with a window called the walk view window. So this is in the forward of the ship. So there's space where people can go outside and they can walk along the front of the ship. And then they can walk by your window. So that's why they call it a walk view window. So people can actually walk up to your room and look inside. So of course, I generally keep my curtain closed because I don't need anybody just to walk up to my window to be looking at me. But it's not a bad room, so no complaints here. One of the things about this room, because this is an old ship, you don't have that many sockets or places to plug in your electronics. So what I do is that I come over here and here's my little gadget. So this is where I plug everything here, from my phone to my chargers to my watch. I plug everything in there. So some things I plug up during the day and some at night to recharge. Of course, here you have the refrigerator. Again, this is pretty much it. So let's look in the bathroom. All right. So this is the bathroom. Got to be careful. You have to step up to walk into the bathroom. Here's the sink. Of course, the mirror. And the old curtain, the shower curtain is here, which is not bad. And this is the shower. One thing about this toilet, the way it's facing, so you see the door is right there. So if you got to use the bathroom, you got to sit down. You may need to close the door or your knees will be right up against the door. So this is it. My inside cabin. There are people walking by. All right, I'm going to take you outside real quick just to show you what you'll see when you look at my room from the outside. Make sure I got my key before I go out. Okay, so come right here. And you open the door. All right, so we're out here in the front. Sometimes I come out in the morning to see the sunrise. Can't go down there. This is for crew only. tinted, so you can't really look inside, but this is my room right here. So you can't really look in there. That's this is my room. Again, I'm going to turn around. This is my view from the room. So heads up, so if you are concerned about people looking in, they can't really see inside your room during the day. I'm sure at night when you have the lights on, they'll have a better view inside your room. And that's what's above me, the bridge.